guys, what's motivating? What's keeping you going? What's powering your drive for success? Have you ever considered that thing may not be good? That it may eventually lead to your downfall? Well, if you have, I want you to watch this video because I'm going to talk about something just like that. Check it out. Hi guys, it is Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for yet another video. Now you already know what to do. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. I'm uploading 5 videos a week. That's one every single weekday. I do motivational and inspirational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like sports and movies, anime, superheroes, cartoons, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can deliver to you in a way that's easy to understand so that you can take it and use it in your daily lives so that you can be successful. If that sounds like what you're trying to do, then go ahead and subscribe because this is the channel for you. Now, with that out of the way, guys, we're continuing and we're pressing on with Ironman Week. And on Ironman Week, all it is that we're going to do all of my videos this week focusing on the character Ironman, and specifically the MCU version, the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of the character, and using him to come up with these motivational and inspirational messages. And today I wanted to look at Iron Man 2 because Iron Man 2 picks up kind of right where Iron Man 1 leaves off, where you see Tony Stark kind of trying to defend his new technology and end up trying to defend himself from a guy who wants to kill him because of something his father may have done to his father. Just a lot of things going on with Iron Man 2, and if you ask me, it might be the weakest of all 3 of the Iron Man films, but that's neither here or there. But in the Iron Man 2 movie, you come to find out via exposition and things you may have already known from the first movie, that when Iron Man created the arc reactor in the first Iron Man movie, he used a certain element. I want to say it's like palladium or palladium, something like that. And what he finds out in the second movie is that that very element that he's using to basically keep him alive, because he had to create the arc reactor because they basically blew a hole in his chest, that very element that's keeping him alive is slowly poisoning him to the point where eventually he's going to die. It's just as simple as that. And so what happens in the movie is that eventually Iron Man uncovers some of his father's old things, finds out his father used to work with S.H.I.E.L.D., I think actually helped to found S.H.I.E.L.D., the organization. He gets some of his father's old things. He does some magic with technology. And he finds basically the blueprints for a new element. And so using the help of his trusted assistant, Jarvis, and his brilliant mind, he goes in and he creates a new element and uses that instead of palladium to power the arc reactor in his chest, supposedly, which will lead to him no longer being poisoned by what he was using to keep himself going. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, and it sounds almost a bit all over the place the way I explained it, but in my mind, that's how the movie went. But the reason we're talking about this today is because we saw Iron Man create something to power himself, to keep himself going, to help him be able to strive and to be great, to be this superhero, right? But we saw the very thing that he used to power himself slowly begin to poison him to the fact that eventually it would kill him. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I feel like this is relevant to what a lot of us go through as we're on our journeys to success, right? We find these certain motivations, we find these things that drive us, that keep us going. But we don't realize that over time, those very same things that are motivating us can be the very things that poison us and eventually cause our downfall. For example, we can be motivated by the fact that we were poor growing up, and so therefore we want to make a lot of money, and money can be our primary motivation. Money can be the singular thing that's driving us, and in fact, it's the one determining factor that we use to make all decisions in our lives. How much is it going to pay me? How much time am I going to have to get up for the amount of money I'm making? Is there money involved at all? If not, I don't want to be involved. We can allow that very motivation to drive us, and while that motivation might make us very great, we may put in crazy amount of hours because the money is coming in. We may work 7 days a week because the money is coming in. We won't realize, though, at this very same time, that motivation could be slowly poisoning us. The crazy amount of hours that we're working, wearing us down, the no days off, wearing us out. The fact that we're only driven by money, we miss out on certain relationships. We don't have time to spend with our kids. Ain't nobody got time for that. And all the things that really end up mattering later in life, we push off on the back burner. And before we know it, the very thing that drove us to be great, in the end, becomes our undoing. So guys, you have to be careful about what it is that you're motivated by. Some of us are driven by confidence, right? We show up. We expect to win. We show up. We expect to dominate. We show up. We expect to be the best. And because of that, generally speaking, when we show up, we give it our all. We perform like we're the best. We go all out and we are successful. But if we're not careful, that type of motivation, that type of heart issue, right? Because what Ironman had, it was poisoning his heart. That type of heart issue could quickly become cockiness, could quickly become overconfidence, and could quickly lead us to maybe underestimating the task, underestimating the competition, overlooking small details, and before you know it, you lose. Because the very same thing that drove you to be great slowly poisoned you and led to your downfall. So today's message, guys, just that. Check all of your motivations and check them against your heart. Will they cause your downfall in the end? Will they poison your thought process? Will you get to the end of the road and realize that you're so far off the original path that you can't even see where it began? That's the video, guys. If you're not already, please go ahead and like the video. What are you waiting on? It isn't going to cost you anything. It's not going to hurt you, but it will help me to get seen more in the algorithm. And if you're not already, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'm uploading 5 videos a week. That's one every single weekday. I do motivational and inspirational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like sports and movies, anime, game shows, cartoons, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can use, that you can easily understand, and that you can take it and implement it to your daily life so that you can be successful. That sounds like what you're trying to do, then this is the channel for you. You should go ahead and subscribe. Guys, let me know how I did down in the comments. Give me feedback. Tell me how I can be better. Give me topics that you want me to cover. I'll do my best to go through each and every comment and get back to each and every one of you guys. Guys, I appreciate you for sticking it out this long. I hope that you come back, because I'll be coming back with more videos for Ironman week, and I'm sure that they'll be just as good, if not better, than the last one. Until next time, guys, peace.